Hey guys, welcome to my art journey. I'm Andrew. This is just something I'm thinking of start now. I recently got a tablet. I've had drawing tablets before, but it was too much effort going on the computer the whole time. And yeah, I just kind of used to draw a lot when I was younger, but let it go by the wayside. Obviously I have mental health issues and they kind of got in the way of my creativity. I don't know, some people say medication does cause that, I'm not sure. But anyway, enough ranting. I'm just going to show a few things I've been working on recently. A few bits of art. I'm actually fairly proud of some of it. Some of it's a bit rudimentary, but it's pretty decent for the start of an art journey. Most of it is done on here, on my tablet. It's just a Samsung Galaxy S9 FE. Pretty cool, you know. I was looking at the S9, but it was like way more expensive, and for my use, it was pretty much fine with this. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go into, I've been keeping a journal as well, so I'll show the journal because the art is in that, and it's kind of like half an emotional journal just so I can track my moods and stuff, but it's also a art journal as well where I share everything. I'll put this up on screen properly probably, but for now I will just do it here. So I use GoodNotes to journal and I find it good for that. I wasn't sure, I was trying a couple others, Day One and Notion I had a bit of crack with because you just had so many options, but you just couldn't do the handwriting, which to me, like, that was the whole point of, well, a big part of it in the tablet was for handwriting a journal, so it kind of felt a bit crappy typing it all out and a bit less personal. But yeah, so this is my front page. It's kind of hard to see, so it's just says my journal of stuff and things, I think. Yeah, stuff and things, and there's my signature down the bottom if you ever want to rob everything I have, which isn't much. First day with the tablet, so that was actually the 9th of January, so that's my first day. So I was drawing, made my own attempt at Paul Atreides, so a bit rudimentary. There's my son. He took a selfie, and then I drew a picture of my son, Caden. So I was happy with that for my first day back drawing in ages. I hadn't done anything for years, so that was cool. And then day 2, so here, actually I'll show you as well down the bottom. That was kind of fun to do. I don't know if that's coming across backwards, but yeah, that was just something I saw in other journals and I thought I'd try out. Am I in focus? I'm in focus now. So then day 2, I started reading Witch Hat Atelier. I'm not 100% sure. I was trying to check up like best anime for art, or manga, sorry, for art, and a lot of them said this one, Witch Hat Atelier, or Atelier, which was cool. I found some good inspiration there actually. Very nice drawings. I'll have to get further into it, but just on one of the first pages, when main character, I don't even know her name, but she sees a carriage pulled by like Pegasi. God, it's so bright and I'm so white. But this is my drawing of it anyway. If it'll focus. Me fighting with this camera for focus is kind of a running theme. But yeah, so that's that. So I was happy with that actually. Drawn from reference, of course, like just drawing it straight from the manga, but it's not traced or anything like that, obviously. I think it'd be a bit embarrassing if a 34-year-old man was tracing his drawings. But day 3 came and I started feeling quite sick just following Christmas. I just started getting a bit sick, feeling it had like a chest infection, and day 3 was really when it kind of hit me and I just really struggled with doing any art. So I named this journal entry on the 11th, Down with the Sickness. And I made this guy here just because I was just doing the journal. I just drew him in it. Okay, can we focus? There he is. So that's Toadman, and he lives in the borders of Hungary and Austria. He's a bit of a character. Yeah, there we are. He's a bit of a character that me and my son made, because we originally made Frog Boy, because that's what we used to call our son Caden, when he'd pull his sleeves all the way up and his trousers all the way up to like his nipples. And we called him Frog Boy, and then there was a whole lore end up developing around Frog Boy, and his father is Toadman. I'm not sure how the specifics work there, but yeah, so, and Frog Boy, I can't remember where Frog Boy lives. I'll have to draw him at some point. Toadman lives in the borders of Hungary and Austria. All of them live in borders of countries, because my son is crazy about countries. He has ASD, and countries and flags and all are kind of special interests at the moment. Yeah, so I did the day 3 in the same kind of style. It's not great done because my writing isn't amazing and my line control isn't amazing. But then Memoirs of the Infirm is the next day, which is the 12th, which was, what, yesterday? No, yes, it was the 13th, so the 12th. Yeah, so I wasn't feeling super good, I was still quite sick. But I got round to, tried to draw a Les Paul guitar, because I own like 3 Les Pauls, because they're my favourite type of guitar. Not like full Gibsons, an Epiphone, a Michael Kelly, and actually no, the other one's not a Les Paul, it's D'Angelico, but it's quite a nice one. I'll play guitar or play some music at some point on here, but I will show. At first I drew in black and white, obviously, because you do before you colour it. I tried to draw Slash. I thought that turned out pretty well. There he is. And then I kind of just thought I'd colour it, even though I actually generally like black and white a bit more, and in this case I do think black and white looks a bit better. But if it will focus on Slash, come on, it's a face. I'll put the image up, so we might not even see the bad focus. But anyway, it turned out pretty well with the colours actually. I kind of went for a bit of a watercolour kind of style within Clip Studio Paint. And that was pretty cool actually, using that. Obviously the only thing is when you're using Clip Studio Paint, or watercolours in most apps, you've probably noticed that if you lift the pen and go back on, it's like doubling over each other and just making it much darker. So you have to do the whole thing in, I don't know if there's another trick to this, but I just do the whole thing in one, and I just go over parts that are shaded. So I'm looking at myself over here too much in the viewfinder. I need to look in the, look at you, look in the lens. But yeah, the room is a little bit messy today just because we're cleaning blankets and cleaning off the duvet sheets and all that jazz. But sure, we're here for the art if we're here at all. And then yesterday I just wasn't feeling the motivation. I started today taking a COVID test because I wasn't sure. My chest was just so heavy and I was getting pains in my back around my lungs, and so I just thought better be safe than sorry. That was negative, which is good. So I just, rather than drawing, I wasn't super inspired, I wasn't feeling great about drawing. So I just did a comic journal. I don't know if you've ever seen that comic diary kind of, and that was pretty fun actually. I ended up spending longer doing that than I would have just doing a single piece of art, but it was inspiration, and you seize inspiration when you get the chance, I think. That's how I feel about it. So, started the day with a yawn, moved on to the COVID test, took my creatine, lifted some weights. There's my skinny little arms lifting weights. And then I became an absolute beast because I was pumped. And then I was sitting on the sofa with my long arms for some reason, long arm bastard. Played some VR on the MetaQuest 3. Made this comic. Then watched some Game of Thrones, and that's a really, really bad drawing of the mountain. It's just a guy with long hair chopping off a really badly drawn horse's head. So, yeah, so I was happy with that. I actually think I might try do some more comic journals, or definitely if I'm not feeling up to the art. But yeah, I'm not sure what way I'm going to edit all this. I hope it turns out right. But today's just the first day. I thought I'd get talking in front of a camera instead of waiting for something to... wait for magic to strike, wait for the stars to align or the planets to align to make it. So I'd sit down with my camera and make a vlog. But if anyone has any ideas for what kind of stuff they might be interested in watching in vlogs, comment below. But yeah, I think it's mostly going to be art at the moment because that's my main interest right now. But it could just be creative stuff in general, or we'll see. Like I do all sorts of stuff. I used to be a kayak and windsurf instructor, so maybe get out in the water at some point. But for now, art is where it's at, I think. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.